Welcome, everybody, here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's put the lemon into the water. You know, you should do that every time. But guys, if you're a YouTuber, you should always not speak for a second, because you know what it does? That chat rate rips. Everyone says, Mike, 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 and you get everyone typing. You know, once people type, they type more. So that's your first thing to type. What else are you going to type today? I want you typing. Okay, let's go. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's go. Let's get that beat back up and running. It's pretty hot. Actually, going to run it back. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to the Illuvium holders. Shout out to the IMX, Immutable X gang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to break it down. I won my first trade of the day. I lost my second trade, but my first loss was 60. My first win was 175. We're on our way for gains today. We're going to continue to gang on. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. We're going to break down Bitcoin like we do every single day. We're going to talk about, I got 2 new coins to show you. 2 hot new coins. Yeah, that's right. 2 hot new coins. One's very, very interesting. Definitely something you want to pay attention to. Might even want to get the device. You might know what I'm talking about. You might not. One's going to be possibly some type of big airdrop and could continue. And there's some more coming out today that you definitely want to pay attention to. So I got a lot on the docket. I just want to double check. Also, I'm going to show you how to stake on EIGEN layer today, free of charge. You're not going to have to watch a video. You're not going to give me a tons of views. It's going to be right here. So stay tuned for that. I got a bunch of stuff coming your way if you want to be, you know, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I say you should be taking his financial advice. But there's going to be an airdrop here, and EIGEN layers might be one of the biggest airdrops we've ever seen. There's all different ways to get points. There's all different ways because it's a layer on top of all the other staking layers. So you can go through it to get to other, so you can stake in multiple places and still earn on EIGEN layer. It's a very interesting concept, and it's called liquid restaking. First we had liquid staking, now we have liquid restaking. And it gets deep and deep and deep. You can stake and unstake and liquid stake, and you can flip, and then you can take 2 liquid stakes and put them together, make an LP. It gets crazy, it never ends. So let's talk about it, let's break it down. This is EIGEN layer right here. I was up all night doing this. That's why I may look a bit tired, I don't know. But I was up till about 2:30 in the morning staking my EIGEN layer. If you want to follow me or do what I was doing, I do have some referral codes on my Twitter account. And if you just kind of scroll down in here, like my EITHER.FI right there, we both get 100 points per 0.1 ETH. So if you're going to do it, you might as well use my ETH because we both get more ETH. So it's pretty awesome. I also have one somewhere, I believe. I should have another one for all the stuff that I did, but a KELP right there. We also get some KELP action right there. So jump on in today if you want to learn how to restake. And I'm going to teach you how to do this later on in the channel. Not just yet, but later on. So stay tuned for more. All right. Bitcoin. They stopped me out, and then they pummeled the price. And then, look, man, I had this feeling they were going to pump to the upside. They yoinked me right there. Look at that. Bling. Doesn't it feel sometimes like, you know? But again, you know what I should have done? I should have kept my stop below the 200 SMA. What was I thinking? So that was my fault right there. You know, I decided, you know, I guess I wanted the risk to be 3-1, but I did it a little fast in the morning as I was starting my update. I should have had my stop below the 200. Look, I never would have got stopped out, and I know this. And I'd be back in the money again for my second trade to the upside. Had a feeling they were going to pump this puppy. And look, there's a bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside for Bitcoin. First trade of the day. If you're still in the original trade, we're in the money. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. Look at this. This is something that I find interesting. I just love patterns. My brain sees them instantly. But like that could make a nice move to the upside for the day. And continue to get a bit of a pump there. Where would that take us to? 43,579. Wow, that's a firm breakout for Bitcoin. And that flag did end up breaking out to the upside. And just as it happens almost every time you watch me on my live stream, a little bit of a short squeeze there, right? That was a short squeeze. Brrrah. Literally, it's like the second I show up, and they may continue this squeeze. So a lot of people that are negatively short right now, there's a lot of fear in the market. All right, I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to show you the M lapidations, but this looks like we're going to continue to cook. Wow, look at that 1 minute, 1 second flag. Bang, right? Trades just like a 1 minute flag. This is the 1 second chart for Bitcoin. Again, people don't realize, but there's data in the 1 second. You can pull fibs on the 1 second. You can learn a lot of stuff, right? Like, look, that came down to the 618 and bounced. You can pull measured moves on the 1 second chart. They play out. Look at that thing. That bounced off a 618 exactly like it was supposed to. And then hit the target. Algorithmic moves. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Probably a bit of a hidden bullish divergence. It was. See how that's hidden bullish on the 1 second? And bang, you made a high above the high. Now you could do this and kind of see if you're going to channel into another ascending triangle. You can just get your mind limber and start to see things maybe possibly before they start to happen. Wow, this turned into a fatty trade, 43,165. Banging to the upside. My initial trade would have been up even more had I just left it alone. Bang, bang, bang. Bitcoin getting a nice pump on the short squeeze. Every single time I show up, we get a massive short squeeze. That next target I'm looking for is 43,250 for Bitcoin. And bang, bang, bang. I was long last night. I did call long. I did not call short, right? I wasn't saying, hey, I'm short. I said, hey, everyone, I'm long, right? And this morning I was long too as well. Shout out to everyone making gains in the trading group. Banging on them to the upside. We love you. We appreciate you. Unbelievable. So, what's up for Bitcoin? Why do I say Bitcoin's about to burst? Honestly, it could go up or down. I'm not telling you it's going to go up. Someone's like, what do you mean? Bitcoin's not pumping right now? Someone said it in the chart, right? It's like, look, that is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder to the upside. You see that? I got stopped out of that flag. I'm not trying to hide it. It happened to me. It happened to me, but I didn't put my stop below the 200. A smarty pants would have done that, and they would have been made. I still would have been in the green. So that's on me. And that's my old. I know that. Whenever you get above the 200 SMA, open up a long with the stop on the other side. Look, you would have got so paid just doing. I say this every day. Is anyone sick of hearing me say the same thing? Who's here sick of hearing me say every day, if you just opened up a long above the 200? Like, it's that simple. It doesn't have to be this difficult. Like, we don't have to sit here and learn 1,000 things. Like, we can go in and out and make some money. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. How do we know the shorts are in trouble? How can we see what's happening in the market? Well, we have a cool little indicator that can slap on some API information for me. And it's here. It's called the Sammy. No, but this is called lapidation, M lapidations. And I haven't used it in a while. The Lifer Liquidator. And we double click here. We're just going to see if it's going to show us. It usually takes about, 10 or 20 seconds if it works. I haven't used it in a while. Bitcoin at 43,190 just tapped it. May even start to consolidate here on that smaller time frame. Be careful the 1 second chart. If you don't know what you're doing, it'll hurt you bad. Okay? You must have control over your emotions and yourself and know your charts. Know your support or resistance. Understand what's happening. So here, this is 25x, 50x, 100x. That's 25x, 50x, 100x, 25, 50x, and 100x. These are the shorts. These are the longs. It's pretty even Steven on either end. A little more chunks of the longs, I have to say. But could they come out, build up more, come back down, and then you can build these up into it? But, so whenever I look at this, I say they usually go after where the most orders are. And the most orders are right here. So this could be a nice little bull trap just to flip the price back to the downside. So just be careful. 43,115 for Bitcoin. All right. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled indicators. But that's something that you want to pay attention to. M lapidations, liquidations. All right. So we got a little bit of a spike. Am I excited? I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't get too excited. I wouldn't be like, oh my goodness. There's a lot of weird volatility lately. Ever since, I have to be honest, since the ETF came out, we had to have some strange volatility for sure. Yeah, we'll choose that one for, yeah. So, Sam, was your dad an iron worker? My dad was an iron worker. Yes, he was. Local 7, Boston, went around the world. God bless my father, man, Jimmy Price. Thought about my dad. Thought about you a lot last night, Dad. I love you. I appreciate you. Very strange not to have you here. Very strange not to hear your voice. My dad called me every day, if not every other day. Left a message, said what's going on, always asked me how I was doing, always called me, constantly bugged me, in a way. Was always there. And, yeah, so love you. Here is inspiration, bro. I recently got clean from waiting for 41 days. When I'm done watching all your playlist videos, I'm joining the 99 group. Desire, dedication, discipline, determination. Baby, let's go. Whatever you want to do with your life, you do. If I can help you and you want to join my trading group, jump on it. I never want to shill it like join, but I believe it can help people. I believe many, many people. Read the testimonials. They are piling up. I saw one today. I can't wait to read it. I see them in the morning and I highlight them and I'm like, oh, I want to read that. People, when I can't remember exactly when the Luna crash was almost 2 years ago, but I was watching the live when you called the rising wedge around 89. So I sold my Luna to buy cheaper, but I didn't go buy back in. Crypto Lifer saved me $4,000 that day, and I knew I owed it to myself and to Sam to invest in the 99. 2 years of 2 jobs while learning TA was hard, but I didn't have a choice. And I've had so much to learn. 1st of February 1st, I fired my second boss. 1st of May 2024 is when I'm leaving my primary job, only because I'm a nice person to my colleagues. Otherwise, I would have left already. Sam, thank you for helping me change my life. And he planned when he's going to leave, and it's all set to go. Like, he could have left already, but he's like, you know what? That's when you know you really quit your job. And for me, it was similar like that. I finally took a final, remote job. And I took a contract for, I don't know, 2.5 months for 17 grand. It was a pretty good contract, right? And I fell into it out of nowhere. And all I had to do was do a daily meeting and then, act like I was on stuff remotely. And I did have to take control though. And when things were bad, I had to make sure that I was able to get systems back up and running and send someone on site and stuff like that. But it was remote engineering, But the whole thing is, next thing you know, Bitcoin boomed and my whole life changed and I had too much, my channel got too, basically too involved. I had to do too much. And I finally was like, you know what? I can't even do this anymore. I just kept taking less and less work from people till I finally was like, my life is taking up all my time. I work in office 5 days a week since 2021. Shocking. God bless you. We love you, Jennifer. You are on your way out. Everybody here, you're on your way. You're around people that have broken out. I'm a nice person to my colleagues too, but I'm not firing my boss. Shout out to Jamie. I consider you my boss, Jimmy. My special Christmas gift is still under production. You will be amazed soon or in awe. Shout out to Crypto Cash. We love you. That's insane, man. I don't know what you're doing, but you're freaking me out. God bless you, brother. Freaking me out in a great way. I'm excited. And I don't know why you're so good to me, but may God bless you, brother. I can only imagine. Abdominal Breadman, Spaghetti Rigetti, you the MVP. Shout out to everybody here who's pushed through no matter what. We love you, appreciate you. And Bitcoin's continuing to get a nice, strong candle here. 43,215. Beautiful short squeeze to the upside, every time. So, it's honestly just long every time I show up, right? Doesn't it make sense? Just long when I show up on the screen. And, I'm not even, again, do whatever makes you happy. I'm just making a joke, but this is all for entertainment purposes only, all right? I am not a financial advisor. But, we have to go over the statistics. If you just long every time I show up, right? Crypto Bear Baker, hands down, pound for pound, the hardest working mentor in the space. Shout out to you, man. God bless you for saying that. I don't deserve such kind words. We all could be as consistent if we just love ourselves and use God's love to push ourselves to the limit and love others. Love is the strongest frequency. You can't go wrong when you live in love. You can't be denied when you live in love. All right? You are going to go all the way when you live in love. That's it. There's no options but greatness when you're using love and gratitude. I found these two frequencies produce a consistent well-being of contentment. And whenever you fall out of those two things, ask yourself, you might be hungry, you might be tired, or you might need nature, right? Or you might be dehydrated. Get yourself some water, take a big sip, get yourself squared away, and things will start to seem like they're not so bad anymore. And you'll realize that a lot of your problems and a lot of your feelings were just temporary. And this too shall pass, my friends. This too shall pass. We're going to watch the 7-minute as the 21 creeps on into price action. It's going to do one of these two things here. It's likely we're going to take a bit of a chill pill for Bitcoin at this 43,200 level. How do I know that? How can I tell you when price is stopping? I don't know, and I could be wrong. Watch it pump all the way to here in 2 seconds. There's no guarantees what I'm telling you is going to happen. All right. I like what this guy just said. Halt. Are you hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? Halt, baby. Slow down. Maybe you need to call someone, talk it out, right? Wow, and there's the long pumping to the upside for Bitcoin. And I always close my long too early, I swear. It's just, wow, look at that thing mooning. Mailing the short squeeze of the day for BTC. Who went long with me this morning? Who was long last night? Who made gains again when the whole world went short? They all went short. The world went short. Every one of them. And we longed on their faces again and took gains. They got me on that stop, which gets me going. But it's all right. I bought Bitcoin the last couple of days, right? So we're okay. I went long. Shout out to everybody in the trading group. Who's loving the trading group? Who just joined the trading group and is absolutely loving it? Someone's like, nah, I hate it. Put a 777s if you're loving the trading group. 777s. I love the group. Shout out to everybody here. I'm long on YGG, up 60%. Shout out to the 777s in the trading group. Shout out to everybody here watching this beautiful short squeeze. 1,133 people. I'm telling you, man, everything is on that 33. You see it. Can't make this stuff up. Shout out to the 300 likes. Let's get the likes into the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. And may God bless you all for being here. Look at the Bitcoin sunrise. Right? It looks nice, right? Let's take a look at what the liquidity is saying here for BOOKMAP. So we still got this big red bar down here and some liquidity, but at the same time, the closest and easiest gap up area is right here at 43,930. Tells us we can get to 43,900, possibly get rejected somewhere at 44,000. There's any liquidity above us or below us? And again, that's big. Those are two big red orders. They do overtake this one. So Bitcoin likely could go higher. Let's move into these smaller time frames. We're going to need the 30-second today again to navigate what's happening here for BTC. And this is what's going on. And it actually has a pretty big flag. And that does take us right to 43,595. This thing could get busy. 30-second chart, very risky. But it does look like it could get a bit of a move here. Let's take a look at our 1-minute time frame as well. Resetting while we're going up. A little bit of bearish dip there, but it could be stronger. Bitcoin squeezing the shorts again. Careful of this flag. I see a bit of a head and shoulder there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's not all fine and dandy. I'm on the 5-second chart again. I'm sorry, mama. I'm on the 5-second chart again. I know I shouldn't do it. I should be on the weekly, but I have to do it anyway. No, I'm just messing around. I promised my mama I wouldn't trade the 1-second chart. She told me get off that stuff. That leverage gonna kill you, boy. So again, I'm not making a trade on the 5-second right now. I just want to make that really clear. I'm just using this for clarity. Some bearish div there a little bit. You lose the 200 SMA, you'll go lower. That brings me back to the 7. There we go. I wanted a red candle. Some resistance. Now, maybe you can flip again, but... So So here's the deal. I'm off the smaller time frame. But what we're going to do is we're going to flag out the 7-minute. My system is a very simple system. I'm going to show it to you in many different ways right now. All right. I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to teach you how I trade real quick too. That's something I put in the trading group. You might want to pay attention to. Maybe not though. Who knows? High risk, high reward. But look, any stock, Tesla, you name it, I could trade anything in the market with what I teach you. And other traders that trade for a living or see similar ideas, right? But this is what it's all about. It's about price action and stochastics RSI. And so let me break it down for you ever so slightly, okay? Using this beautiful 2-day chart might be the best. Yeah, 2-day chart's pretty good. You can do this on any single time frame you want, okay? Any time frame. Pay attention right now. What I'm about to teach you is gold. You could use it for the rest of your life. I shouldn't. I should charge people to do this. Most people would. I can't believe I'm going to do this and give you guys this for free right now. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I don't know if I... Should I really give this away for free right now to the 1177? Look at 1177 here. I can't make this stuff up. Do you guys want it? How bad do you want it? I got to see these likes. I don't see... The likes just aren't good enough for me. They're 350. You know, you ever hear someone like, I can't hear you? They're on stage and they're just like, I can't hear. Can I get applause? I just can't hear you. I can't hear you on there. I can't hear the crowd, baby. Is that the best you got? Is that the best you got? 366 likes is the best. 1,170 beautiful souls that God has sent to my live stream. That's the best you got? That's the best you got? Come on now. That's just ridiculous. Get off your seat. Let's go, baby. Let's get it going. I'm about to show you sauce that you can use for the rest of your life on any asset, from Forex to Bitcoin to NASDAQ to S&P. This will pay you for the rest of your life if you listen to what I'm teaching you and you put it into practice. And then I'm going to explain why I'm doing what I do. Shout out to the 531 people here on the like button. 1,172 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. Nobody outworking the lifer. Shout out to Lifer Adam, Rave Song Records, Poon Song Tang, we love, and Crypto Profit. All right. So here's the deal. Okay. Price action is a series of sideways motions. That's what it does. Okay. It has two options. Okay. So let me show you. Here's price action. It comes up out of life, right? It starts off. Actually, we'll do here. So price action begins its life. Gets a pump. Then it gets sold off. Then it gets a pump. Then it goes sideways for a while. Then it gets a pump. Then it gets sold off. Then it gets a pump. Then it goes sideways, right? That's price action. Stochastics RSI, they pump up with the price action. Then they come down. Then they come up. Then they come down. Pay attention to this right here. This is the anomaly in which I focused on in my life, and this is the anomaly that changed the way I traded for the rest of my life. I realized that when the Stokes were low, I made money, and I backtested this. I said, what would happen if I bought low stochastics 90% of the time and just literally walked away? Like no stop loss, didn't really want, And so every time we got below the dotted line on the stochastics RSI, I snatch. I snatch. I snatch. I snatch. I snatch. I would have bought all these lows for sure for Bitcoin, right? I mean, for Tesla. Point of the story is these are definitely places, and if you were just scalp trading, one win, a win, a win, a win. That one pumped up to the upside from the low buys right here. And then the time to get out was when you were above the lines. So we could say, like, you don't want to get in when the stochastics are high. And you could backtest this to the T to you can go to every single down movement in the stochastics and count for yourself. I used to do this on the live all the time to prove to people why I trade this way. I don't trade this way because I want to. I trade this way because I studied the statistics And I'm a really good edge guy. And I'm not going to play things that aren't out of my league. Like, I'm not going to take a chance on something that I'm not super educated about. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to invest in something if I'm not fully educated in it. I don't understand it fully. If I can't really explain it inside and out, then I don't really truly want to touch it. I can speculate, but if I'm seriously putting a lot, like that what I did with BTC in my life, then I need to know a lot more. Shout out to Tom Gunn. Shout out to Benga. Shout out to High Def. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for becoming an exclusive member to the Lifers. Shout out to MSTR Stock, someone asked about. Everyone out here with a 6-piece nugget and no sauce. Shout out to John Shanks. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. Let them know, Sam, what is they doing? You're funny. Shout out to Jamal Antonio out here. Crypto is the roaring kitty of crypto, here to help us make gains and give us financial freedom. Who is roaring kitty? Bitcoin pumping hard, baby. Yeah, it is. You know it is. Is it really, though? Hold on. It should be. Hey, when I'm live, Bitcoin pumps. Anything else is just unacceptable. You know it, and I know it. So when I'm live, Bitcoin must pump. Remember, I will be live again today. All right? I will be live again today on BOOKMAP from 1 to 2 p.m. Jump on it today. Learn about order flow. Have some fun. There's always something, there can be another liquidity grab around there. All right. Let's see where Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin's at 43,139, not pumping from where, we needed above that $200 level. Right now, Bitcoin's going sideways on the 7-minute time frame. All right. So I got a moment to teach you something. So again, back to this idea. Price action comes up, comes back down, usually to a 618, comes back up, usually goes sideways, pumps again, maybe comes back down, it'll go sideways, pumps again, right? And the stochastics RSI just keep steadily doing their thing. Now, the consistency of the stochastics RSI is basically your scientific control in a data set. If you took biology or you studied statistics and you put those two things together and you understood how to create and conduct a proper experiment using a control and a variable, then the price action's your variable. This is your control. When you have a control, you can compare the control consistently to the data. To me, there's a real way to trade. So what I found in my life was I just wait for price action to flatten out sideways and I would take the low stochastics. I found the 21-day moving average came into price and moving averages were tight at these times. MACD would turn, RSI would be in a good spot. There'd also be a bullish divergence at my near or close to my entry. And boom, I put these whole things together with the VRVP and a few other, and then knowing how to find patterns and using and supportive resistance and Fibonacci. But like the main thing I do is I could take away everything. And so let's go to Tesla right now where we're at. And I'm gonna press play. So price action pumps. Once price action gets up here, I take profits. Why? We're away from the 21-day moving average. Whenever price gets this far away, that's a gap. That's one of the biggest gaps you can make. Here you came back. Here you came back. You're gonna come back and interact with this 21 if my name ain't Sam Price. And so I started trusting this. I started trusting, yeah, you're gonna come back to the 21. I would sell 1 out of like 30 times. The price would keep going up. It would be like when something was just absolutely out of the same bullish. And so I didn't mind when I was wrong because it was very rare that I was wrong. And when I was wrong, I considered it an anomaly. All right. So I'd be like, Bitcoin at 175, doing all right. So Tesla. So right away, my strategy is I do this. And I say, listen, I need Tesla to go sideways, interact with the 21. I need the stochastics to reset. And then I can get busy. And I can trade to the upside. And then I'll be also looking for some other things. But, okay. So this is how I trade. And it makes perfect sense why. Like, everything I do makes sense. If you backtest the charts as much as I did, I feel like you'll come to some of the exact same conclusions that I've been. You just haven't spent enough time in the charts yet. So watch this. This will go sideways. The stochastics will reset. You don't know exactly how you're going to make the flag. That's why I project what I call the twisted sister. My falling wedge, and one of these will get taken. Once one gets taken, you delete the other. This is quantum theory. You're expressing two paths of reality and waiting for one to be exposed. When one is exposed, you delineate from the other one and move on, right? I mean, it's just... So once I studied quantum theory, I began trading this way. So it's quantum theory trading. And then boom, right? Low stochastics to the upside. Until when? You get high again, and then they reset. Usually to what? A 618. All right? And I could do this all day long, but let's get back into BTC. So this is why I'm looking at the 7-minute the way I'm looking at it now. But it's funny. They're going after these shorts hard today. Look, they even made a right shoulder on them and then went after them. You know how many people just went right here and put a stop? Because that looks like a shoulder, head, and shoulder. Oh, man. They're going hard on these people. That was definitely... They tried to make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and they were making half the right shoulder. Everyone would put go in right there with a stop loss on the, thinking that's a right shoulder trajectory. There's probably even bots that would do that. All right. Still doesn't look amazing, right? And you keep hitting this resistance. What's the resistance? 43,230. Looks like it's turning into a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It looks like a double top M pattern. And look how the 30-second Stokes. Learn your stochastics. When the Stokes get high and you want to stay in a trade, I love trading with stochastics RSI. They tell me when to get in. They tell me when to get out. I use the bottoms of the patterns. I use support and resistance. So if I can get support, previous resistance, and support with a low Stoke, and I'm touching the 21, I'm in there like swimwear. This is why I'm so confident when I make my trades. This is why when I put out a flag and people are like, oh, it's a flag. It's like, it's more than that. I'm combining multiple ideas into one idea. It's called confluence, combined influence. How many things can you see in the charts that'll give you, basically the probability of the similar outcome? I see enough mathematical data to me, and I find it mathematical data. I've compiled this data. I've sat here. It's like someone who sat and watched the highway for hours and counted every red car. The M could fall down to the 200 SMA here. There's a gap in the VRVP. You made a double top at 42,230, right? So this tells me to come back to my original idea. You know when it caught you? There's times to get into the small time frames and there's times not. What happens is people get into them and then they don't get out of them at the right time and they overtrade them and they get penalized. I use them only when we're going after a crazy short squeeze, the market's getting manipulated. That is the time to take advantage. All right. This could be good. This doesn't look too big. Shoulder, head, right shoulder possible. 100%. Right? But it could also hold this trend line. We could have ourselves a nice little ascending triangle here to the upside. Why are we bullish? Well, we got, and again, my old friend strikes again. Tuesday morning, a break above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. Stop loss on the other side of support and resistance and the 200. Get a beautiful move to the upside. Right? Sorry, I left the window ajar. So, what are those R's on the RSI? Those are just giving me divergences. Right? They're telling me where, but they're subjective to the creator of the indicator, and I use them sparingly when they coincide with what I'm looking at. Indicators are someone else's programmable mind. That means I would believe that someone else has a better mind than me. I may be pompous, and I know there's many minds better than me, but I have a lot of confidence in my mind, and I have a lot of confidence in myself. And I know that if I put all my work in, and I have faith in God, and I put everything I have, then I'm a very capable human being. And I truly believe in my ability to take in a data set, to understand probability, and to make my own mathematical assumptions and creations. And so when I use someone else's indicator, they sat and made those assumptions and did the same thing. And I'm now going off of their, and again, there are people better than me. They're maybe more detailed and spend even more time. Of course. That's what indicators are for, you to get an edge, but it's got to work at the right time for the right person. And for me, these are all free indicators that give me all that I need. I get all the information I need. So we're at a standstill here. This breaks down. We're going to come down to the 200 SMA and fill the gap. This comes up. We're going to get tight and break on out. They're just trying to see how many people are short or long right now. You understand? Price action doesn't know where it's going to go. It decides where it's going to go based on the liquidity provided. And I think that's the problem that people don't understand. They think they're like, the market maker came and got me. And no, he didn't. You know, like I got stopped out today. I should have used the 200 SMA. My fault. I wasn't detailed enough. Had I been more detailed, I would have been in double money today. So I got to go make sure that when I make those, you know, I have to reassess. I did make it pretty fast as I was setting up the live stream. Doing too many things at once, right? And again, no excuses, just assessing what I did to see if there could have been a better outcome for me if I was more detailed, all right? Yeah, I used to think price knew where it was going. It's not. It's like a game of snake just following the liquidity. Just wants to see where it may go. It wants to find out where it wants to go. Right now, there's more liquidity to the upside, to the downside, but it's well balanced, and it could really go either way. They're playing with us. Like, they don't want to give us the data. Like, this is a, you know, high risk, high reward if you take the trade right now. However, there's probably more people in fear, I feel like, than comfortable right now. So, like, who's going to comfortably take a long right now? Like, only someone that, like, is pretty, like, doing this a lot, right? So, most people are like, have no idea what's going on. I like this curve here on the RSI. Now I should zoom out and take a look at what's happening on the bigger time frames too, because sometimes I'll get into a trade and then I'll be like, I never would have taken that trade on the 15. What was I doing getting busy on the 1, right? Look, now we have some exaggerated bearish divergence. Price action falling down flat at the top. You know, or, you know, they're a little close, but pretty flat. You know, it is exaggerated bearish, in my humble opinion. Exaggerated bearish divergence. But I just, you know, I'm a biased long guy. Everyone knows that. I long more than I short. You can tell that, right? And, like, I just, right now, my juice wants to be, oh, go long, go long, go long. Like, that head and shoulder, in my opinion, should have played out. It got, you know. So now we wonder what Bitcoin is about to do. All right. If you're new to the channel, I go over Bitcoin every day. Some days it takes me to the small time frames when Bitcoin's getting volatile. Sometimes it doesn't. We're flat. And I stay on the daily and we talk about the weekly. And I will always zoom out at one point. But what I do is I want your attention where it needs to be. Like right now, I firmly believe our attention needs to be on the 1 minute. So I'm here. I'm consciously putting us in the chart where I believe we should be based on the show for the day. And so the show is controlled by the market completely. I have a plan on how the show is going to go, but as you can see, it's a completely beautiful event of symphonic moves, right? It's an orchestra of charting that we just, and you know, I have a plan. I have ideas. Like, I can't wait to show you these 2 new coins. I'm really excited, actually, to talk about them. Pretty awesome. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. So, yes, yes, and more yes. All right. I also can't wait to show you how to get into EIGEN layer, and just, you know, talk you through things that just a few days ago to me were foreign, seemed to, you know, gave me a little bit of fear. Seemed, you know, not fear, but, you know, it was unknown to me. And so they gave me that feeling of unknown that I needed to tackle. Whenever something's unknown to me and seems out of reach, I go in and I tackle it. That's how I go, you know what I mean? So that way, that's how I combat any obstacle in life. So the whole EIGEN layer airdrop, I'm like, what's going on here? So I tackled it. Okay. Shout out to David for subscribing and liking. Thank you. Shout out to Alan Pham. Shout out to D Shuffle. Shout out to Fabio Diaz. Shout out to Kyle Vero. Shout out to Marovsky. Shout out to Eric Chelsea. Income 24. Annabelle Manuel. Exaggerated. Ain't playing with that. I mean, I like these bounces now. This is looking very interesting for a possible move to the upside. On a Tuesday, we usually do get the move. Interesting enough. So let's see here. So look, that original trade is still in the money beautifully. All right. This is the original trade here that earlier from, anyway. So you can see we're forming another, that's a bull pennant to me. Some could say it's got symmetrical triangle vibes, though. And it's high risk, high reward. We're getting a gap from the 21 and the 200. You like them when they're closer. That's more likely. It's a Bollinger Band kind of vibe. You got to be detailed yet somewhat quick. So there you go. You got a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio after the low or of the low, right? So 43,568. My stop would be at 43,065. All right. I was 97 for 296. We got the liquidity above us. There's fear in the air. Most people don't feel comfortable taking a long right now. A lot of people probably feel better in fear jumping into a short. We'll see what happens. I don't like how far away the moving averages are. That's not my favorite thing. And the bigger time frames are pretty overbought. But we had like a bearish div here that followed out with a higher low. Interesting concept. And so, hesitation is how I lose most of my trades, by not making them. All right. But it's true. I lose the most of the trades that I don't make. I lose all the trades that I don't take. Right. I win and lose some of the ones that I do, depending. Something happens when I take a trade. I either win or I lose. I learn from that loss or I win. Right. And there's no failure, only feedback, in my humble opinion. I don't go to the negative place. There's no such thing as, I don't even know how to use that word anymore. It makes no sense to me. It's not a word for me. Here's a fast cup of coffee, $6 in a second, right? But you never know. We'll see what happens. It's a very tight angle. I mess up with small time frames, exactly what you said. Wife trade you money with baby Solana on debt. Oh, don't do that. No. Don't do that. Okay. Everybody, we love you. Let's jump on in to the bigger time frame if we can. But this is what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. We're above a high volume node. If we stay above that, this thing could moon. We're starting to make an ascending triangle, right? We'll see what happens. So far, so good. 43,199, but we are at a resistance. The bigger time frames, like the 7 minute, say, hey, a little sketchy. We'd have to get one big push up. And if we got one shot out, I would be taking profits pretty fast. 43,591, 43.5. If we get that short squeeze to the upside. I got my fifth 50K credit account passed today. Only took me 9 months. That's amazing. It's not bad, though. Wow, look at that beautiful short squeeze to the upside for Bitcoin. And you're in the money now. You're in the money, 4.5%, up 30 beans. I like to shave my stop a little bit when I get in the money like that. Just enough. And there we go. There we go. Now that's how you make $50 in 2 seconds. Look. Okay. And I could cover that. No follow through though, see? Almost like a bearish div here, see? Like we popped up, but this is kind of swinging down. Showing lack of follow through on the momentum. I could do one of two things. Stop loss to break even, let it ride, take profits right now, or see where it goes and stay true to the stop. It depends on how much, if I've lost a lot of trades that day, if I've won a lot of trades that day, all that comes into play over kind of what I'm thinking of how I want to make that move, right? For me, I'm kind of happy where I'm at. I let the trade ride. I'm not in risk a lot. Right? You want to remind yourself, what's your risk? Like my risk is $71 to make 300. So will I be okay if I lose $71 out of this account? Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll make it through. You see? You lose 100% of the trades you never take. And I repeat that to myself all the time because you need a data set to be able to figure out if you're a profitable trader or not. You'll never be able to figure out if you're a profitable trader if you don't trade. And so that's why demo trading right here on MEXC, all right? If you go to futures down here, you go to demo trading, open up a demo trading account. Right now, you could open up this trade on a demo account, right? Learn something, understand what's like to click the buttons to figure out your risk. Why are you at 47? Are you at 20x leverage? Where's your leverage and why? What's your liquidation price? What happens if we go to 42,400? I'll lose $700, right? But I put a stop loss that said I can only lose $70. So now I'm protected. Like I can't get liquidated for my $700. I can only lose $70 in the trade. I've put a stop. Okay? I've protected myself. I can move the stop up at any moment to break even, to keep myself where I want to be, squared away. All right? And that way, like even I can bring it to break even right now, and no matter what, it just, I could take the $40 right now on a flash close for market. And with the no fees, it's really nice to market close. They make it amazing. If I have market close, it's almost like I feel like it's, but it's going to be a great trade, and I'm going to be super grateful that I made gains. You don't have to I don't have to win. I could do this 5 times a day. That only took 5 to 10 minutes. I'm on the 1 minute chart. Remind you, like, this isn't, There we go. You're in the money again, though. I just gave you a great trade up 8%. Shout out to everybody here in the live. You move that stop to break even, you can't lose that trade, right? You can only kind of find out where the risk goes now at this point. And we broke to the upside, and we broke above the high here too. This is a pretty good sign that we could continue to get a follow through on the short squeeze. All right. Amazing Spaces with Nightlifer. If you haven't jumped into Spaces 8 p.m. every Monday night on X, you were truly missing out. Join. Thank you for saying that. I had a really good time last night. I learned a lot, and people shared so much information. And I know what books to read. I know who to reach out to. I know what information to grab. And honestly, I won a big trade this morning. Then I lost like a tiny bit. But if I take this trade, it'll basically cancel out the loss. And so not being greedy, it'll be nice to just kind of take this off the table right now and call it a day. And then I'm out of risk. Considering I see a little bit of bearish div there and we're getting overbought, I'm going to take what's mine out of the market. And it's bubbling up a little bit here. You see my smaller time frames. Yep, see, we just lost that 200. We're bouncing back and forth, though. I don't want to get too caught up on that 1 second. But we want to see it stay above that 200 SMA. It can stay above that. If it doesn't, it's going to, it looks like it's a descending triangle, see? It's going to break to the downside. I like to be in the green. I'm going to cash out on my... Oh, no. I wanted 50 evens. Let's see. And this is trading, right? When do you get out? How do you get out? What, are you greedy? Are you not greedy? Are you appreciative? I'm just going to be super happy that I won and be like, okay, it canceled out about a little under half of my loss from earlier. So now it's more of a win. That's great for me. I just see a little bearish div. Even if it continues to pump, so be it. I'm just picking up on some bearish divergence. What is that? Well, the RSI is swinging to the downside while price action swinging to the upside. Tells me just to have some caution. This could probably pull back to some key areas. Also, once we lose the 200, we will, the 21, we could come back all the way down here. And so, kind of got some rising wedge vibes going on too. That could break to the downside. So just, and look, there it is, breaking to the downside, right? Had I not taken profit, I would have lost a pretty good majority of that trade, probably back to break even at this point. Okay. And the stochastics were high. It doesn't mean this thing could turn into a rising wedge and probably get busy. There's no guarantees. All you can guarantee is that you took gains. See, that's what I keep teaching people. Everyone wants the market to be like easy. They want it to tell them exactly when to get in and exactly when to get out. And like the indicators will do a pretty good job of that. But you won't listen, A lot of people will be told what to do, but they just won't listen. Right? So this could be the next possible venture here. As I see it, if we do get a massive short squeeze, we'll get it through a parabolic rising wedge here to the upside. Now, if we keep making higher lows and the stochastics reset, it's a very good sign of a possible bigger move to the upside for Bitcoin. All right. Sorry, can't stand when I do that. I am showing you, I'm just on set right now, like on MEXC. I'm like showing you, like, you know, because I trade on TradingView 100%, but I like to see what's happening on MEXC too as well. All right. Shout out to everybody watching me here. If you want to jump on in and trade where we trade, you want to see what we're doing. All right. You want to learn it. Again, I didn't trade leverage for years until I traded spot for a long time. Shout out to anyone in gains right now. Put a 333 if you made along with us either this morning in the trading group, either on one of the scalps that I put out, or maybe if you got in during the live stream. Who here's making gains and just thinking about joining the trading group? You're not sure yet, but you're like, you know what? I believe that if I join that trading group, there's probably more around the corner for me. This guy's giving this much away for free on the live. What does he do if you just jump on in? If you join his paid trading group, like what could happen there? I mean, use your imagination. I can only assume someone that shows up every single day and hasn't taken a day off in 3 years could only help me probably not take a day off and continue to pump, but you never know. But it probably, my consistency probably will rub off on you. There's probably a high likelihood of that, but no guarantees. All right. Looks like they're about to go for this short squeeze to the upside and squeeze them pretty nice. You know, could I take the risk again? And then could I risk what I just made? Right? You see, 43,684. My stop would have to be at 43,085. And I could also lose what I just made. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. We do have some bearish div now. Swing up, swing down. It's getting a little... This is where you got to make a decision, right? You lose 90%, 100% of the trades you never take. I repeat that after myself, right? So I take a shot, I'm in the game. If I don't take a shot, then I just watch it happen. Or I could wait too. Let me zoom on out again and see what's happening on this 7-minute time frame. So the 7-minute itself too is making a bit of a rising wedge. All right. Overbought on the stochastics RSI. Are we above a key 200 SMA? The 1 hour looking again. All you had to know is how to trade the 1 hour when it got above the 200 SMA. When this candle closed and this candle opened right there, you open the trade with the stop on the other side. Bang. Sorry to scare you, but like that's just right. And look, that's an insane double bottom too. That breaks out to here. That measured move takes you to 43,000, about 465, 44K, right? That's a double bottom if you've ever seen one. And see, I got small time frames going. I'm cooking on the 1 minute. I'm back on the 7. I see what I'm seeing on my... Everything I'm doing really is teachable right now. I'm flipping back between MEXC and my TradingView account, right? Some people would rather just trade on TradingView, and you probably could do that and make it super easy. I could use some protocol. But not every exchange does it. And if you get comfortable with that and then you miss out and then you can't do it, I'm like the guy that wants to be able to, like, I can camp anywhere, right? I can pull off it. We can do it all, right? So 50 minutes getting overbought. A 1 hour has momentum and says, you know, I'm on a rip. And usually once you get above the 200 SMA, there's a pretty good rippage point. The 4 hour also above the 200 SMA. So the 4 hour and the 1 hour both recaptured their 200s. It's a pretty good sign. We're attempting to get, but it could be, you know, we need to get a definitive break out of this bigger channel to the upside. All right. And I'm going to show you what I mean right now. All right. So let me clean this up for you and just really show you what's going on. So I drag those out really quick using control. Control, you can copy anything you need. I'm deleting this for now. We'll come back to that smaller time frame idea. I can always flip back and double check to see. This looks pretty healthy, like it's about to rip. Now it looks like it's really about to make a move. Like the more we caress that 21, the more that divergence doesn't play out, the more I want to, you know. So now I'm going to risk the 60 that I just made for 190. Okay. And I'm going to do that, right? Now I can continue. Now, if we win, we win. If I don't, I don't. It's okay. I don't have to beat myself up every time I lose. It's just a probability that I take. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. It's okay. All right? Everyone puts so much weight on their losses. It's okay. And again, the way I trade, if I trade this 10 times and I lose it 7 times, I'm going to lose 7 times 0.31, which is 2.1%. But if I win it 7 times, I win it 7%. I mean, 3 times, I win 3%. So 3% is way more than 2.1. It's almost a whole percentage. So I'll be up a percentage. And if I'm doing 10x, I'll be up 10%. You get it? So I don't stress this, right? And I just trade the way the charts tell me to trade. Look, I'm up $8 that fast. Are you kidding me? That's the fastest $8 I ever made in my life. Like, seriously. $9 in 2 seconds. Like, I made $9 in literally under 5 seconds. Like, it was 5 seconds. Like, I touched the button, came down. And then you can also lose $9 in 5 seconds. And again, I don't trade leverage with tons of my money. I dollar cost average into Bitcoin every day. I swing trade. I am building big bear market bags for the bull market. I teach my students kind of what I do all the time. We talk about all the concepts in trading. We go over Fibonacci, right? We deep dive a lot of concepts. We deep dive coins. We're always researching together. I use token metrics. I'm scanning Twitter. I watch YouTubers at 2 times speed. I'm gaining as much information as I can for you every single day of the week. It's impossible to get it all. Absolutely impossible. I do everything I can to keep you guys up to date every single day. We find newer coins that coming out. Come to the channel every day. I'm going to give you 2 hours, 10 to 12 o'clock, every single thing I have, 7 days a week. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Christmas, New Year's, my birthday. It doesn't matter. Your birthday. Heck. Does anyone want anything else on the show? Let me know if you want anything else on the show. All right. Ooh, we're starting to fall to the downside. Rising wedge, breaking down. See, I risked what I already want, half of what I made on the first one. See, I'm not going to go give back. I'm still going to end the day green. You see what I mean? I'm protecting the day's profits already. These are just add-on risks that I'm taking. Someone else might be 100xing their whole portfolio in this trade. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not going to get me the results I'm looking for. All right. And again, there's a chance we could have short squeezed all the way. You never know what is going to happen. All it is a probability. Probability wasn't truly in my favor. The way I trade, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So I was making a very high risk trade. If this plays out, it will be very high risk. Let's go back to the drawing board for Bitcoin. I got to delete everything because to a beginner, they're not going to understand. All right. Right off the bat, what I want you to understand is I go to the weekly, double click your price action, and you want to just look at price action. You don't need anything else. All right. If you use base chain, check your wallets. Big airdrop happening. Sitting at $5 a coin. Sell MXE already. You can also stake for more. DYM. Yeah, DYM's big. We're going to talk about that. Don't. Shh. We're going to break it down. But no, thank you for telling people. But look, I got to wait. Chill. Anyway, but yes, it's happening. But maybe it is time sensitive, so I appreciate that. So the weekly comes to resistance. We get the bounce here, right? And remember, I got 2 more coins to show you guys. I got a lot more coming today at the end of the stream, so stay tuned for more. All right, we're not done showing you the sauce. Remember, everyone's bearish freaking out, telling you we're going to the downside and all this nonsense. And I keep telling you, as long as the weekly candle does not close above 41,375, we have no reason to remain bearish. The weekly will continue inside of what's called a bullish rectangle, and we could continue further to the upside. So anything is possible here. Right now, if a weekly candle closes below this line, you're going to see me start talking about the fact that we could retest 37.5, 34.6, and 32,000. That's just a fact. These are the facts of life. 100%. Let's go to the 5-day chart. 5-day chart. Why do I like it? Well, it came back to the 21-day moving average. Has a golden cross. It's a pretty good sign that we could get some expansion here to the upside. What is expansion? Expansion is really when the 50 the 21, the 80, and the 100 all eventually, in about a 2 to 3 week period to a month, cross that 200 SMA, somewhere between February and April at the most. We would want to get all of these by April 9th. We'd like to see each and every one of these in the 5-day above the 200 SMA. The last one to do it will be the 100-day moving average. When the 100 finally crosses, it's going to be a beautiful sign. A very beautiful sign, right? And so, yes, we could get a pullback like so. Moving average is going close and get tight, and we get our move on out, and then we can cross that 200 SMA. This is a very possible thing I want everyone to understand. At the same time, none of this will happen if the weekly candle cannot close above 41,375. So we have these prerequisites in place, and I'm going to remind you of them every single day until they are not true. That's what I like about my channel too. It reminds me of the things to stay on. So when everyone else is going blah, 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 has it happened to you? You come out of work, maybe you're feeling a little funny, maybe you didn't sleep enough, maybe you got some anxiety. You get up on YouTube and you hear a YouTuber saying something bearish, and next thing you know, you think you go and next thing you know, you're about to sell a position or do something. You're so influenced by what this person just said. It's just so unhealthy. You can't be doing that. You know what I mean? And again, now I'm telling you, you can't listen to me either. You got to listen to yourself. But I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Sounds like my wife. She left. Oh, man, this guy. Jamie Barry, man, I'm so sorry, bro. I hope everything works out in the long run. So we got the flag on the weekly. I just, remind every time you're getting crazed on the smaller time frames, zoom out on the weekly, take a deep breath, and, go from there. Don't make moves based on these, small time frame shenanigans. 22 hours is my go-to time frame. I absolutely love it. It looks so bullish right now, it's ridiculous. It's about to break out of a flag. This flag looks very likely. That's a Sammy cup and handy if I've ever seen one, right? Do we play the cup and handle to the upside? This is the first time I'm showing this, and I'm about to put it out as a trade. The 22-hour, man, my go-to. So we could enter right about now. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I could enter now. Stop loss right there, 285. Yeah, maybe bring that up a little pinch. Even right to these levels. I like those levels right there. That bounce, dribble, dribble, bounce, bounce. Right there is a 2.85 risk-reward ratio. You would have to get above this resistance, which may be tough when we get there, right? 447,269. But I'll tell you right now, that's a Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Bitcoin's in a symmetrical triangle getting very tight. A move is coming. And when I say Bitcoin's about to burst, I'm not telling you it's going up. I'm telling you it's about to burst. Like a balloon can burst too, right? What I'm telling you is Bitcoin's going up or it's going down. Like a big move is coming for Bitcoin. That's what I want you to understand. That's the main thing I want you to take away. That a move is coming for Bitcoin. All right? It's on, for sure. Honestly, it's looking like it wants these shorts. We're back to 43,180. They had a chance to pummel, but they did not. Right? Look at this. Starting to kind of look pretty nice and channel out here. Only down 16. We'll see what happens. I like what's going on. This could end up paying me pretty nicely. I may even double down here. If this breaks out, retest, I'll double down on the retest of 43,270. Be a really key area to get back into. I like what I'm seeing on this ascending triangle so far for Bitcoin. A bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder there. I'm open-minded to that. Okay. If I zoom in here, you see that? It could be a right shoulder that I'm not a fan of right there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? It's not looking amazing. Could be changing trend. Let's stochastics low again. Could we get the bounce back up? RSI getting back down. Possible reset here. And Bitcoin just doing a nice consolidation. And remember, we broke above key levels. We broke above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. That's a big deal for me. And this 22 hours in a Sammy cup and handy to the upside. And that looks absolutely beautiful. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to just kind of put this out to Twitter. And again, many times, I haven't put out a Twitter cup and handle in a while, but this is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. I'm seeing a bullish move for Bitcoin on the 22-hour time frame. And I could be wrong, but that looks bullish to me. Very bullish. And I've played that exact idea many, many times. Look at Bitcoin getting the pump back to the upside. We're in the green again. Who would have thought, baby? Who would have thought? Right? And that's why you can't get emotional and run to your trades when you see red and press the sell button. Like, oh my God, I'm out. You can't do that to yourself. That's not fair to your trades. Your trades have you got to let your trades sit and do their thing. You got to let your trades sit and do their thing. Super important, right? Don't push yourself. Don't use your emotions. Your emotions are going to destroy you every single time. Celtics destroying the Grizzlies by like 50 points or something last night. Was it 141-90? Absolutely out of control. Just insanity what's happening with the Celtics. Best record in the entire league. God bless him, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, the whole team just doing damage. So look, this looks like you're going to see a massive short squeeze to the upside today. 22-hour time frame to me is about to break out nice. That's an aggressive push up on the stochastics. That move would take us somewhere to about 47,000. At the first level, 47,002. And if we push up about to 48,000, we would break that high. I'm bullish on this move. You do whatever makes you happy. Bitcoin just ripped to the upside, baby. Bang, bang, bang. 43,290. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Who called it again? Who did it again, man? Who did it again on the short squeeze? I get excited when I see it play the way it's supposed to play, baby. Let's go. Let's continue to add to the gains. I close my wall like a rock. Bang, bang, bang like a rookie. Oh, man. Look at that move for Bitcoin. And there's the short squeeze coming again. If I'm online, there's a short squeeze. Accurate as always. Shout out to Barber Trader Joe. But look, it's getting a pullback. Doesn't mean we're going to win this one. There's heavy volatility today. And some bearish divergence. Look, this is swinging up. Well, this is swinging down. Keeps me saying, I may even flash close that. The 22-hour looks lovely, though. Retesting the top trend line. Now, we break back inside. The trade's a wrap. See? Nice short squeeze, though. Couldn't hold the gain. The volatility's been nuts this week. You know, this has to bounce right here. You're looking for the bounce, which is called a bullish retest. They might even use the smaller time frame to do it. Look at that. So far, it is getting the bullish retest off of that trend. Look how that happened. It came and bounced. People got sallied right there. And now they're getting smoked. That's all they needed to induce some more shorts, was to bring that thing down again. Bang, bang, bang to the upside for Bitcoin. And this is how we do it, everybody, every single day here on the channel. God bless everybody on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 43,331 for Bitcoin. Back another 50, taking more gains out the market, showing you how we do this. This is only 2 hours of my day. Brother is textbook bullish retest, bang. So amazing, right? But again, I'm oversold on the stochastic, overbought on the stochastics RSI. I like that at $50. 43,300 is a key area of support or resistance that we've been battling too. 43.3. Now, there we go. Close the candle above that. Like I get in tweezer tops. Wow, the short squeeze is on like Donkey Kong. Let's go, baby. And again, you lose 90% of the trades you never make. You're going to lose them, right? Like, it's just going to happen. No matter what, like, Let's go, baby. Let's continue the squeeze. Squeeze them. Squeeze them like orange juice, baby. And if you just show up to my live stream and get the squeeze on, I mean, we do the same thing every day. It's starting to get old, isn't it? I mean, let's just watch the shorts get squeezed again. Let's make money. Let them pay us. Look at that thing. Was it the Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside on tweet on the tweets, on the Twitter bots? But the 22 hours about to blast. My indicators are super accurate. I've been super accurate, and I have to say, they say we're about to boom. Cup and handle, wow, 370. See, while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about my trade. I'm like, and you got to think of what you're doing, right? Why isn't it not doing the Bitcoin move, dude? All right. Now you're in the money again. I can't. How many times have I given you a money trade in the last month and a half? How many times I've given you a money? Rave Records, man. How many times I given you a money trade since you've been in the trading group, man? How many times you've known me? You've known me for like 5 months, 6 months. How many times have I called Bitcoin, man? It's just crazy. Like, it's insanity. Hey, Lifer, would you mind checking on Coinbase stock if you have the chance? Shout out to everybody here. Put a 333 if you're feeling good. If you're loving your life. If you're achieving greatness, if you're going to go after what you know is success, and you're going to be successful every single day. I make success happen every day. I plan for it. There's no other excuse. There's no other option in my life but success. There's nothing else coming my way. I took my gains there. We're a little overbought, but you never know. I took some gains. There's some bearish div there. It's not looking amazing. I've been known to scalp the top like a boss on the Stokes. Banging on these blokes. Been in the group for 6 months. Hundreds of trades given that have hit. Hundreds, man. It's insane, right? Rave Song Records, we love you. Barber Trader Joe, we love you. Byron Franco. Corin Upton, we love you. Dr. Arlie Bellinger, we love you. Scottish Crypto. Armstrong 33. Aaron Eubanks. Crunk C. Annabelle Manuel. Lifer is my religion. Shout out to the 1,407 people here on the live. 754 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. And what happened, man? It was all love. All we see is love. I use the word love 1,000 times a day if I have to. I love you all. God bless, man. Thank you for everyone being here and sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. Crypto Lifers, baby. Most caring, most honest, most humble people in the game. Each and every one of you have taught me so much about my own life, about my own experience. Shout out to Love Learning. Been there through me through the thick and thin. I lost my mom and dad, and you people have been there for me. I get messages from you guys. I get DMs on Twitter. When my mom died, 1.2 million views. And thousands of people wrote 7,000 comments or something telling me, I sat there and read them all. For hours and hours. I tried not to miss one. Each and every one of you, every single person that reached out during the death of my parents, may God bless you all. So many of you sent your condolences. So many of you were there for me. So many of you pushed me to my limit. So many of you told me that there was no reason to stop. So many of you gave me the courage and, the wherewithal to continue to push. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for everyone here because you built me up when I was at the low, like when I could have went to one of the lowest places in my life. The channel boomed. Look, we got more viewers than ever now since my mom passed, right? We're growing on another level. We're ascending to a higher frequency. The death of my parents wasn't a death of anything. It was when I was born again and brought into a higher level of life. It was when I finally realized how truly beautiful everything really is and how fragile, when you lose your mother, you'll never be the same. You lose your mother, you will never be the same. Mark my words. You know, use your father too, but there's something about losing your mom, your precious mother, the sweetest thing you've ever known. You know, the thing you would protect, you would risk everyone here, risk your life for your mother. Your mother is there's nothing stopping you. When there was someone going to hurt your mom, you wouldn't think twice about putting your whole self in front of the line. Like, you do everything you could. And your entire, 90% of people, like 99.9, can completely relate with that, right? So what are the hot coins we got to talk about? It's 11:30. It's time for all coins, baby. We've been playing with Bitcoin all day, and I could keep playing with it if you want. And it does depend on what happens with the market, right? But I'm being honest, I see a very bullish move for Bitcoin on that 22-hour time frame. Again, I may be wrong. Maybe completely wrong. Maybe it dumps in my face. I'm just trading on the probability. Those cup and handles, they get busy, baby. They tend to make some gains. So anything is possible. Only time will tell. We shall see. And I got at that 43,350. Wow, GME continues to pump. I don't chase like memes. Like, I kind of should have, I guess. I guess it was hot like Pepe. Now this thing's bounce again. I'll be honest, like, this looks like it may get busy yet again. That target's 43,690. It would have to break back inside the pattern to be bearish, right? So this would come up. It would break back inside this pattern. Leave the 21-day moving average. To me, it's just a little high. I'm going to leave my trades alone right now. I did pretty good. I'm happy with my morning trades. You know what I mean? I could go for more, though. See, the thing is, when you're live streaming, you get egged on. You get egged on to push yourself. Well, you might walk away, but you're like, oh, I want to, Most people have drug addict parents and only dream of a good family. Speak for yourself and be appreciative of what you have. One love. I would love to hear your expertise about Avalanche whenever you get a chance. May you see God and may he bless you beyond your own desires. May God give you blessed. Yeah. Sal, may God bless you, brother. But I will never change, and I will continue to say that when you lose your mother, it would be the worst feeling in your life. Even if she did do things wrong, Next list, recently released the movie Dumb Money, talking about GME run years ago. What a coincidence, it's running again. I feel you, my brother. My mother went to be with the Lord last March. You got me in tears, bro. God is still good. God bless, man. Do not be in tears, man. I love you. Amen, my friend. Alts, come on. Leave Bitcoin alone for a little bit. Who wants me to leave Bitcoin alone? Right, Bitcoin alone. All right, we want the alts, right? We want the alts. Let's see in the comments how many people say we want the alts. Say, we want the alts. I want to see how many people write, we want the alts. Bring on the alts. Bring them on. Bring on the altcoins, baby. We want them, and we want them now. Alts. Stay on Bitcoin. Bitcoin season. Wow, it's a battle. A lot of people like Bitcoin as much as they like the altcoins. Metas looks like it's at a head and shoulder, right? 43. Look, I sold that little local top so far. Use a poll. MELD, baby. I got an idea for MELD. Long-term hold for MELD. MELD's on the low right now, but it could get big. And it looks, MELD to me is an accumulation. All right, here's the coin I want to talk about. Dimension. Doing a pretty big airdrop. Things are happening with Dimension. It's a pretty big, interesting thing. Home of the ROLLAPPS. Dimension is home for easily deployable and lightning-fast app chains called ROLLAPPS. Easily deploy your own consensus-free blockchain and accrue more token value with greater security. Dimension Hub, a specialized modular blockchain built to empower, unite, and service the ROLLAPPS. Shift the consensus with ROLLAPPS. Build a ROLLAPP. Validate the network. Enjoy the core team with Dimension. They didn't pay me for this. They should have. But I just found this coin on my own, researching it. Shout out to After Hours Investing, bringing it up, talking about it. Total supply, 1 billion. Max supply, 1 billion. All right. And it's a modular blockchain for developers. They just paid a bunch of money to get a pretty good campaign going today, too. Look, they got articles written about them. That's not a coincidence that they have a bunch of articles written about them the day they begin to pump. But this, I believe the token's not out yet, but it's about to be airdropped. Okay? Let's talk about EIGEN layer. Let's talk about what you do, how you do it, what happens. What is it? It's a stake ETH across multiple protocols at once. Restaking enables staked ETH to be used as a crypto economic security for protocols other than Ethereum in exchange for protocol fees and rewards. Restaking is available both natively staked and liquid stake tokens like STETH, RETH, CBETH, and LSETH. Restake now. So I hit the button and it brought me here. I have 1.75 ETH restaked, right? It's about what, $4,000, something like that. Okay. So, a good chunk of change. I decided to use SWELL. You could use Stater, Coinbase. You could do it all at these, it's all here. It's all through EIGEN layer. EIGEN creates this top layer where you can access all these other protocols through one protocol. It's pretty amazing. I find it absolutely wonderful. And there's Bitcoin coming back down, 43,270. Now they're going to eat the longs that were a little late. Whoever was late and didn't go in and out gets taken out. And that's how the game works. If you had a plan, you're still good. I just got the notification that DM is trading live as he's talking about it. Let's take a look at DYM trading live here on MEXC. Again, another cool thing about MEXC is they're going to have access to coins when no one else does. You're going to have to find them decentralized or jump on in early. MEXC has them. Like back in the day, I used to have to get everything on MEXC. Look at the MEXC token pumping to the upside too today. Getting some love here to the upside with that Bitcoin move. So this thing just came out. Impossible to grab it, right? That candle went from 81. Like you would have been almost, like you would have had orders in there. But it went from 81 to $4, right? So this thing just ripped. Whoever got in early just got their airdrop to 4 beans. A $4 airdrop's pretty big deal, right? Now, is it going to collapse, go bigger? There's no way. Right now you're watching something that just came out. This thing could get bigger in a way. I could see a lot of these protocols getting way bigger, but at the same time, you are jumping. It's just so high risk. Could it be $8 by the end of the day? Some of these things just get out of control. You never know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't touch it. Control your emotions. But this did just come out. DYM. This is Dimension. All right. Now, I just talked about EIGEN layer, but how do you do it? Where do you do it? What goes on? Well, let me show you. I'll do 1 or 2, and then you got to take it from there. All right. So you'd go here, and you'd go to, now I'm already staked in, so it doesn't look the same, right? But say I wanted to deposit, I could hit max, okay? And I could deposit my ETH, Swell Staked Ether. Once I did that, it would then give me SWETH, and then I can stake the SWETH, all right? It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, there were other ways to do it too as well, all right? I did a bunch of them. I explained them all in my trading group, exactly kind of how I did it and what I did. I did it through a spreadsheet. Like, you just got to follow the spreadsheet. It's kind of weird. It's like I just kind of posted exactly what I was doing. So, for instance, and I guess I'll be nice. I'll show you guys because there could be big airdrops coming for these. So I was going to hold this just for the trading group, but because I'm a nice guy and we have 13, if I get the likes up to 1,000, there's 850 people here. If I get the likes up to 1,000, I'm going to show you exactly what I staked, how I staked it. It's a really good alpha, I'm telling you. I believe it's worth 150 likes. I'd like to barter those 150 likes for this data. There's got to be 150 people out there that want it. It's free money, free airdrop money. Now, it's high risk. Anything could happen to your staked ETH. I get it. But that's why I staked a bunch of different protocols. Because it's unlikely that all the protocols could go belly up. Okay? You get 1,000 likes, I'm going to teach you exactly where I staked, how I staked it, and kind of the way to do it. How you earn automatically on those EIGEN layer points and how big those points could be and where they could end up. You could end up in the gain $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. You never know. Uniswap turned into $12,000. You never know what could happen. I'm telling you, you are the opportunity if you believe in it. All right. Now, I get nothing for this. There's some referral links that you could use, and we both get 0.1%, or we both get more. We both get more points. But if you use them or not, I could care less. I'm just literally nice enough to show you, hey, this is how I'm making some. This is how I am potentially setting myself up for some airdrops. You know, EIGEN layer could be one of the biggest airdrops of 2024. These vaults are going to close soon, and you're not going to be able to jump on in. All right. It just is what it is. All right. EIGEN layer. Now, I didn't go to all these different ones, and I didn't do Puffer. I wanted to do Puffer Finance, but I did not. All right. I did not end up doing that. And I wanted to go to Swell. I'm just going to show you. You go to the Swell, right? And you'll come here. 3 days and 3 hours admitted. So the first thing you do is you come here. All right. Keep those likes coming. Let's get 1,000 likes here. I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing. I'm giving you guys alpha, man. I don't have to do this. And again, it is high risk, and you don't have to do it either. I want to make that very clear. And I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking this financial advice. This is DeFi. All right. But you stake your ETH, you get SWETH. Pretty simple. All right. I didn't supercharge and deposit the STETH to get SWETH, but you could do that too and diversify Ethereum and supercharge your yield. So you can go get some STETH and come, you know. Once I did that, all right, it then brought me to the window I showed you, and then I restaked my SWETH. So I'm staked twice now. I'm staked for ETH and I'm staked for SWETH. Okay? To earn stake and rewards. You can restake here. All right? Now you can also get RSWETH. All right? And then you can use that on another protocol to gain more rewards. You can see my portfolio here. It can show you what I have staked and my reward balance accruing. If you would like to do this and you want to hook me up, I believe in the earn section, is there? There's definitely a, again, when I did this, okay, I made sure that I didn't use an address with all my other stuff. You know what I mean? Another thing too is I wanted to see these coins in my wallet, but I didn't know where they were at first, right? So like I wanted to make sure I got the SWETH. How did I do that? Like I got Easy ETH too, and I got EETH. How did I get those? We're going to talk about that. All right. So, and how did I see them? Like I didn't have Easy ETH, and how did I find these? Well, I simply went, I did common sense. I went to CoinMarketCap. And I said, well, if it's a coin, then they're going to have an address. And I wrote SWETH. Boom. 777s. Look at that. I went and I grabbed the contract address, like so. I went into my MetaMask wallet. All right. Pretty self-explanatory, but this is something if I hadn't been playing with crypto for a while, I would never know. Custom token. I would paste that custom token in. Now, I've already added it, but it would come in, you hit it next, and you would then see your SWETH in case. Now, I just believe the protocol had it. But again, all right. Funny, this one doesn't give you the money value. This does. It's funny how they're all kind of slightly different. I wrote down exactly what I did and where I did it so I could retrace my steps and get my ETH back. All right. I'm not doing anything risky with the Ethereum. I'm simply just staking. I'm going to unstake, take it back, and take my gains from the airdrop. That's it. All right. The only risk I'm taking is the fact that the protocol could go under. All right. But I'm not like splitting them into LP tokens, and there are ways to get even riskier with it. I'm not going that far. I don't feel the need to do that. This is some ETH I've had for like, I'll be honest, this is some ETH I've had for 4 or 5 years. This is some ETH I bought around $89, $90. All right. Still earning. And isn't that crazy? Now I'm running this ETH that I bought years ago, and it's still, cryptocurrency is amazing. It works for you constantly. Like, what other money could you have bought years ago at $89? It's now worth $2,000. You've never sold it, and you can continue to use it to make gain. That's insane to me. And you just pay taxes on the gains that you made, you know, on your year-end yield. I just think it's absolutely unbelievable. Cryptocurrency is an unbelievable creation. We've never seen anything like it. So I would stay away from the smaller time frames. And look at that lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. Look at the falling volume with falling price. Tells you that you're lacking sellers. Look at how the moving averages are getting close together. Now we could get a rejection and bounce back to the 200 SMA. But if these moving averages stay tight and we can pull this 200 up, we can get one more push out. And to me, this is a bullish flag that is breaking out. Look, the flag broke out. Clear as day. Look at it. No one's paying attention to the 22 right now. That flag broke out. We just got the breakout today. This just happened. We went from 42.6 all the way up. Like, this is beautiful. So, anything is possible, but I like what I'm seeing here. At a 2.85 risk-reward ratio. Now, again, that was the best time to get in at the bottom, at the reset. But once it got above the point of control, too, see this POC? We lose this red line, we dump again. This whole thing is negated, and we go back to the 200 SMA. And I say, you know what? It didn't happen, everybody. I speculated, and we didn't get it. And then we can also bring this layer, because this is some weekly, but we can see right here, we must get back above 43,281 to remain bullish. Like, we must get back above this key level. Or 43, what is it? No. I'll call it 43.6, 43.587. So, I feel like I'm hearing two songs at once. I don't like that. Anyway, almost to 1,000 likes, everybody. I was going to show you everything, but I stopped because the likes just, 80 people felt like it just wasn't good enough to show you how to move, DeFi around. Been fooling your trades of the stream for the past week, and I was 25 out of 25 in a roll. I just joined 99 last week. Now I'm 28, 28. You the man. Been fooling your trades on stream for the past week, and I was 25 out of 25 in a row. Just joined the 99 last night, and now I'm 28 for 28. You're the man, dude. So you've been following my trades, and you're 20. Like, that's crazy, right? Dude, tell a friend to come to the live stream. Let them know, like, this is what it is. We are on fire. We are on fire. Super chats coming on in. Let's take a look at the fan funding here at 11:47. Shout out to the beautiful super chats, and send in your super chats. I do read them. We do recognize every single person that sends in the super chat. Rudy 1313, morning lifer. I'm here, baby. Let's go. Rudy, we love you. God bless you, brother. Jason Riggs, I woke up grateful. It's my 40th B-Day. I woke up to gains and got to spend the morning watching the live stream. I love my lifer fam. Jason, you're the man, dude. Thank you for the positive vibes. May God bless you and yours. And happy birthday to Jason, everybody. Everybody wish Jason a happy birthday in the comments. Say, Jason, happy B-Day. We love you. And there's Bitcoin coming back down to that 43,190 area. Struggling again. Unable to get back above that key area of liquidity. But again, we're out of our trades right now. We have managed our risk properly. We did pretty dang good, if you ask me. I'm excited for how we were able to take profits at the right times and not be greedy. Had I been greedy, it wouldn't have gone so well today. Dear Lord, thank you for keeping me in gains. Thank you for keeping me grateful. I'm not trying to mock the Lord by talking about gains, but this is what I do for a living. And it does depend on me making it in and out of the market alive for my family and my wife and my kids. So, dear Lord, thank you for giving me the ability to choose this profession as a trader. Thank you for the ability to make it somewhat on YouTube here and have a beautiful, following. 1,300 people on a live stream. To me, that's success. I would consider that. I could die happy today. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't, that's amazing. So, dear Lord, thank you for everything. I could shed tears of joy every moment of my life. Thank you for giving me the idea for the crypto lifer. Thank you. May God bless everybody here. I'm just on cloud 9 when it comes to God, man. I'm in love with God recently, and I'm sorry if it's too much. I apologize, but I just want everyone to feel what it's like to feel complete and whole. And money's not going to get you there. Winning your trades is going to make you feel better than gaining money. Like being consistent and being disciplined, that's going to give you a lot of joy. Shout out to the first super chat, 10th super chat on the live. Shout out to Donkey Wilco. Another coin that I want to talk about, all right? So engine layer. I'm not done. I got so much to talk about today. Did we get 1,000 likes? No, we still have 56 people that don't think the like button applies to them. And I don't understand why. I really don't. XMR taking a beating. Let's go. 2 people asking about XMR Monero. you know, there's going to be a crunch on privacy coins probably, and something came out, and that probably put the XCAD, right? And the team hasn't been that active. You barely hear an interview. Oh, wow, that's bad, though. Yeah, that's nasty. Would have been a beautiful short. And look at it, was just been slow, but that could come back up. It's a long-term project. Monero, man. I got some Monero still stuck inside a ledger right now. How I got my Monero stuck. I'll make a video about it. Maybe someone can help me unstuck my Monero. But I got the whole mailer daemon, downloaded the whole chain. I decided to be to be, you know, instead of doing quick, you can do a quick wallet, or you could do an advanced wallet where you downloaded the whole chain. So, of course, I downloaded the whole chain like a smart aleck instead of doing the quick wallet. What a fool I was. I wanted to be like the best, you know, and do everything right. I end up never getting that Monero back. It's still, like, I have the password and everything. It just doesn't seem to work. So strange. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's move forward. Wow, Monero getting a nasty dump to the downside. And that looks like it's going to continue. That doesn't look like it. That may actually start to, you know, it lost some really key levels. That's no good for Monero. Now, like 133 is some heavy resistance. So, anyway, Lifer, I diagnose cars for a living. I used to scoop read time and voltage on a scale. Charts make sense to me. Time and price. Thank you, Lifer. Dude, you diagnose cars. You know what I did is I reinstalled. I took out the factory lights and I put in puddle lights in my car, so I could see the Cadillac logo out of the rearview mirror. Pretty cool, man. But I did that yesterday. Installed puddle lights. Puddle lights were there. I just, you know, I took them out. I popped them out. And then I, undid the fuse, put them back in. Pretty cool, man. I don't know. It's like a tiny job. I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the world, but I just thought you might like that. You're a car guy. I was putting in my own puddle lights yesterday. Big up for the UK. XMR taking a beating. Let's take a look. Yeah. SES Soul Casino. Thank you. Live, laugh, and love. Also, I wanted to talk about another coin here. Is it SOARCHAIN or SOARCHAIN? That's what it is, right? SOARCHAIN. Very interesting concept here. SOARCHAIN. And I found out about it today too as well. Apparently you get this device, right? And you plug it into your car. It's on Cosmos too, and I like anything on Cosmos. SOARCHAIN. Decentralized physical infrastructure for mobility. And a Layer 1 network aims to establish a decentralized ecosystem where participants include vehicles, data providers, and developers can interact and exchange value securely. It provides a platform for developers to build and customize smart contracts, adapt specific to mobility industry, fostering innovation and collaboration. Emergo, I like that team. So, pretty interesting. Build on SolarChain, learn, join, shop. Apparently, on SOARCHAIN, you get this device. It's a single-purpose blockchain to address the needs of mobility. So you get this device you plug into your car, and the Modus device, and it's the forefront of this innovation. You may want to check this out. I didn't get paid to do this. I don't know SOARCHAIN. I found this out on my own. So everyone else, they're getting paid to do this. Someone's going to send them some money, and they're going to be like, hey, here's SOARCHAIN. I made a I don't do that. If I did do that, I would say, hey, I met them. But I don't, man. I trust Capital. They're awesome. I like BingX, all right? They're kind of the main things that I'm rocking with, and me, my crypto lifers, baby. Shout out to all the lovers here, and shout out to everyone. And if you jump into Mexi, I do get a commission. It's awesome. Best way to give back, all right? So jump on into Mexi today and make your trades if that's where you want to trade. If you learn something from me and you want to get back, jump into Mexi today. Good karma going that way for you. All right. Okay. Big up for the UK. So I'm going to get through all these super chats. Crypto Forward, Tom Gunn, Lock Sky, Jay Doolin, Live, Laugh, and Love, SES Soul Casino. Soul Casino sounds like it might be a, like a meme coin though. But what if the casino works pretty well? So Soul Casino dumped hard, right? Came back all the way down. Then it pumped back up nicely. Could it be on its resurgence? I don't know. It could be a rug pull. I'd got to stay away for now just because I love the, I don't know what it is, but maybe it gets hot. I'd have to do my own due diligence. I'm not saying it's not going to pump all the way and you couldn't have picked one of the hottest things ever. I just because of the sensitivity of the meme, the smallness of the micro cap of it. $3.3 million market cap. Yeah. This guy sold 39,000. Wow, people putting that much money in these little memes. It's crazy. Blessing said, may we check injective protocol. Shout out to Stas. God bless you. MELD and XCAD. Shout out to Live, Laugh, and Love. Thank you for the 199. Icon 87. Let's take a look at Link. Much love, brother. I appreciate the knowledge. Shout out to Sun Chips. We love you. We appreciate you. And we got to 1,000 likes. We appreciate that. So now we got to 1,000 likes. I'm just going to show you some more quick stuff that I did. All right. So look, I went to Renzo Protocol. I staked 1.5 ETH for easy ETH. That earns EIGEN layer points automatically. Okay. I then went to EITHER.FI and I staked 1.5 ETH for ETH. Okay. Done. ETH also earns. Okay, I'll show you this stuff. Then I also went to Stater Labs. I staked 1.5 ETH for 1.4694 ETHX. I then went to KELP DAO, which at the moment does not have a withdrawal or an unstake button. They're saying coming soon, which is kind of crazy, right? But that's how quickly they created it, the protocol. So it's like, that's high risk, in my humble opinion. And then I staked the ETHX that I got from Stater Labs. So let's go over this again. How to qualify for the airdrops on EIGEN layer. SWELL.network. I would stake Ethereum there. You then get to SWETH, which you then go to the protocol on EIGEN layer and stake the WETH. Let me take you through that one more time. Does anyone want me to walk them through that? Or can they figure that out on their own? All right. So you go to Swell, you stake your ETH for SWETH. All right. You head over to EIGEN layer. You tap here in the protocol, Swell, and then you stake that SWETH right here, okay? And then you can always go back to your EIGEN layer right here and see what you got. And right now I have 1.69 ETH staked, but it's SWETH, right? To get it back, I got to unstake here, get back my SWETH, head back to Swell, and then swap back to ETH, all right? I wrote down everything I did so I could go back and do it again. Hope this makes sense. This is all through, how I did all this too was through using MetaMask. All right. I put $3,500 into Renzo. Right. All right. I staked it and I ended up getting, I put 1.5 ETH and I ended up getting 1.5 Renzo, which is easy ETH. Now, easy ETH is going to acquire, I'm going to get points to this address no matter what. So I'm going to be good. I'm going to be getting the EIGEN layer points off this too as well. Okay. That's the second thing I did. Then I went to EITHER.FI. Okay. I was up all night doing this. I just want to make that clear. I was exhausted when the night ended. My wife was like, what were you doing till 2 in the morning? I was like, I was LRTing. I was liquid restaking Either finance that. Don't do what I do. But this is it here. And I staked on EITHER.FI. All right. You can see your portfolio here too as well. And check it. I got 1.5. I did everything I said I did. I put like $3 to $4 grand in every one of these protocols. And I know someone that put like freaking 10 grand in every one of these protocols. He put 5 ETH. I put 1 ETH, right? So I'm already getting loyalty points here on EITHER.FI. If you want to jump on in, and we're doing a mega week, there's a dev vamp attack. You can claim a layer alt, There's going to be a lot of, I just think there's so much opportunity here. And it could be huge. So I'm doing it. I'm jumping on in. All right. And I got a referral link right here. If you want to jump on in and use it. Okay. That hooks up you up and me up. We all get more. You get 100 points per 0.1 ETH stake. So if you stake an ETH, you're getting 1,000 more points now just because you use my link. And if they turn into something pretty big, it'd be a pretty good idea. So I just got the link down there. If you want to use it, it's up to you. And again, I'm not buying anything. I'm not doing it. I am risking the fact that I'm inside the protocol. But I'm not taking the staked ETH and go and sending it somewhere else where I could lose it. All right? I'm not doing that. All right? Then I went to Stater Labs. All right? And here I staked an ETH where I got ETHX. Once I got ETHX, I went on over to KELP DAO. All right? And you can hit the restake button now. I'm pretty sure it brought me over to KELP DAO pretty easily. And then I restaked my ETHX. All right? Let's see my dashboard. I got my miles. Boom. Right? I already have restake points coming. And look, you can see my miles acquiring. All right? And you could take it even farther. You can get RSE and start winning. You can start making money on the liquidity pools with your ETH and RSE on the Maverick. You can add liquidity if you want. I didn't go that far. I decided, it just wasn't. I felt like I had hit my level of risk. All right. If you want to use this referral link, we'll also both get hooked up with extra miles. All right, on KELP. Right now you can't unstake, and that's just the weirdest thing about it, right? So, and there's my RSETH 1.49, right? Interesting. Now, I remember staking the ETHX. I just wanted to see where it was. Like, it should show me where the ETHX is, right? You get a 1.52 boost on their KEP miles for the first 3 months, too. This could be big. Again, you can't take it back out yet, which is kind of like a little weird, I'll be honest. That's high risk for me. All right. Also, like, I wanted to see the ETHX in the wallet, right? But so these stay inside the wallet, just so you know. Your ETH that came from EITHER.FI and your Easy ETH that came from Renzo. All right. Everybody understand? All right. Bitcoin going down to the downside. There you go, baby. Let's take a look at Injective, MELD, XCAD, and Link. Let's take a look at these coins and see what's happening. And that's why you get in and out when you're trading futures. That's why people might laugh at me, but I make sure that I win. I get in and out. I don't play the game, right? So look, 31, this thing's starting to play, coming back down to support. And that's what I've been watching. Injective coming back down to support. I watched the daily very closely. Very oversold. Could it go lower? I mean, I'll be honest, whenever these curve, I could see a dump down to the 200 SMA. I could definitely see this dump all the way back down to here. Okay? Well, we have some support, and a lot of people are using it. You're looking to see if you can round this bottom here. If you lose this level, it's just sold. The thing is, if once we go below 29, 28, it's just very likely we come to this 200, and we reset. We can pull a Fibonacci here. So this is just something we have to take into account. And Injective comes back to 21. Great place to buy a little more and then add it to the staking pool, in my humble opinion. So that's exactly what I'll do if that happens. I'll buy probably $5,000 more of Injective, send it right to the pool. If not, I made a beautiful buy and we could continue to the upside. I'm going to make sure I have my money balanced. All right. So this is how I play Injective. I'm waiting for, you want to see that support hold. If it doesn't, it's just very likely it's coming back down to the 786 area here and retesting 1921. I'm not saying that's guaranteed to happen, but I am ready for it if it does. Let's take a look at MELD. And MELD was on Gate.io and some other places before. It was on, Meta Elfland. Is that the same MELD? See, this is MELD that just hit Coinbase. Let me just double check because there was an older MELD. I think they're two different things, in my humble opinion. Umbrella will be used on MELD, and this is very interesting. After the AMA, I like Umbrella. We used to play with Umbrella back in the day. It's got a CERTIC audit, $63 million market cap, MELD. I used to play, there it is there. It's the first decentralized non-custodial DeFi banking protocol for lending and borrowing fiat and cryptocurrency. The MELD token is a governance token enabling holders to vote on the development of the protocol. That's interesting. I like that. A world-class DeFi using the Cardano blockchain, MELD uses smart contracts to ensure complete transparency and fairness for all parties. I like that it's rocking Cardano. That's hot. Right off the bat. ICO was 2 years ago at 2.5 cents. It's lower than the ICO price now. MELD. Bitcoin back to 43.2. It's acting like a Monday today. Absolute insanity with the volatility. Hold your horse. It's been crazy. To all the new people in the channel, it's been crazy. It's not been easy. I got to give it to you guys. Arrow is about to start trading on Coinbase in a few minutes. Biggest base DEX with 144 TVL. Only $14 million market cap. AERO. Really. So I like MELD down here. Like no one's talking about it. No one cares about it. It's got a pretty good project. Could do damage. Again, this is something I may buy. I usually don't buy things at the bottom, but it's something I may look into, right? So just, and it's come across my radar before. We've traded MELD on and off in the past. It won't be the first time that I've seen MELD. It just hasn't been talked about in a long time. XCAD Network, which I thought Mr. Beast was behind it. Someone straightened me up and said no. But it's funny. It's just been, we put this out when? Like the 13th of January? We're talking a month ago almost now. And it bounced, double bounced. You kind of see a shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's defended the 786 Fibonacci level. It says, hey, only a matter of time till this thing could break on out. I'd watch that 3-day chart. 3-day chart's still somewhat bullish here for a move. If it flips that 200 SMA in the 3-day, it's gone. I'd look for a 3-day candle to close above that 200 SMA, that yellow line, and this cup and handle can do us justice to the upside. The first target is 212. The second target would be 231. XCAD, still bullish on it. The only way I'd be bearish if it closes a candle below 92 cents and below the 786 Fibonacci retracement. But so far, it's just been doing its thing, holding its own. And after that initial pump, bounced again. XCAD, Sammy Cup and Handy. Let's take a look at LAI, which is, I believe, is Layer AI, right? Layer AI on Mexi or KuCoin. That's in a similar thing. Looks exactly what we just went over, right? XCAD and that look identical. 3-day chart still looks good to me. Hidden bullish divergence. This swings up to that swings up. It's just still sitting and waiting. You could wait another 15, 20 days. The market is sitting and waiting for Bitcoin's move. Coins that don't have a lot of people in them are going to see. The Realist Miami Dolphins YouTube channel. That's so cool. Would you rather hold on to the Avalanche chain link? I mean, it's up to you, man. I can't tell you what to do with your life. I don't know what you're doing. But this still looks bullish to me on the 3-day chart. And Layer AI is making somewhat of a higher low here. And if you believe in this project, that's a great place to get in. I personally don't. I don't think I'll be taking it, but I do. If it got above this 1396, I'd like to swing trade it up to resistance. Let's take a look at Neura AI. Oldie but goodie here on CoinEx. Wow, it gave it all back. I mean, this is a brand new coin. They got hyped up by proof of work mining, right? And had a very small market cap. We got hyped into it. We got in down here. We got in silver under a penny. It's still holding almost a 3x from when I got in. I sold the dang top. My mom died around this time. It was pretty tough for me. I remember it all now. And I did buy back in, but for a very small amount, like $1,500-$1,600. And I'm probably down like $800 or something. But I made about $9,000 off the coin. So, you got to take advantage, in my humble opinion. So, you try to offset it with a loss if you can. And that's coming down to the 786 Fibonacci retracement and just continues to bleed on out. Very high risk. This could turn into zero as far as I'm concerned. Very high risk, high reward. But only time will tell. We'll see what happens when the real bull market. This isn't the real bull market. People think we had a bull run just because October, November, December. We had a nice run. That was an alt season. It was a mini alt season for sure. But we didn't get a bull run yet. I'll tell you that. Not a big one. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Gave it to my trading group like 4 or 5 days ago. Like we're going to break on out. I just drew this because, I draw flags and I like when the 21's above a point of control. It's very simple to me. That's how I love it. Like, if you watch my channel, like, yeah, that's definitely a call that he made because he makes those type of calls. Like, he's not BSing. That's the call he's made many, many times. I see this as what's called an ascending cup and handle. It's got a beautiful handle. The cup is to the right side, and the cup is moving. The cup is just slanted up a bit in an ascending way. And an ascending cup and handle. You see? I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to the upside. Oversold. Almost a hidden bullish divergence as that swings down while that swings up. Lack of bearish momentum of the MACD. I'd watch Chainlink to 21. Semi cup and handy to the upside. This would continue the original move that I already posted somewhere down when it was at 14. Chainlink, baby. Chainlink. So I would watch Chainlink closely in the trading group on the 1 hour time frame. I am not in love with the alts still yet, though. There's still... I'm buying things with guts of steel right now, right? And I could get bagged, and I'm keeping some money on the sidelines to offset if I can DCA back into that level that I'm at now, right? So like I'm telling myself that I don't know it all, and then I could be wrong. But I also have to take a shot and keep moving. And when I see things that I'm into, I want to add it to the bag. So nobody's going to be 100% right, me included. I got to put my best foot forward in this bull run and come out the best I can, right? That's it. That's all you could do. Everyone, I think a lot of people are beating themselves up because they're expecting to be perfect. To hit every 10x, to find every single trade. That's just not going to happen. So you should get that out of your mind right now and just be positive and be just super appreciative of whatever you do get your way. All right? Let's take a look at Zeta Chain, which I think is definitely a DCA long term. But again, I could be wrong too as well. It's what I think. Who cares what I think? So Zeta Chain got the slow bleed to the downside. You knew it would after such a huge pumpage. Looked like it may get some big moves, but then, But starting to you want to see if it can bowl on out here. And again, I put like 300 in at a time. I've been DCAing into this. I think there could be some big airdrop stuff too come in with it if we stake it or do something with it. So it looks like something big could come out of it. The way the chain is, the way it runs. You can do Bitcoin to Ethereum on this thing, apparently. Zeta Chain's pretty hot. I think it's going to be one of the biggest things since sliced bread. I'm going to show you Zeta Chain right now, and I think you'll be blown away. So go to Zeta Chain, see what they're saying. Simple, fast, and secure omni-chain blockchain. Smart contracts built truly interoperable dApps that span multiple chains from Ethereum to Bitcoin and beyond. Access all crypto from one chain. Build from an unparalleled developer experience. If this starts to rip, imagine the volume it can do. Imagine if it's going at the speed of light with multiple chains. Connect all blockchains and bring the power of programmability to non-smart contract chains like Bitcoin and Dogecoin. An unparalleled combination of security, simplicity, and flexibility for developers. Launch that ZETAHUB, baby. I'm about to stake my Zeta and get this going. All right. Switch network to the Zeta chain. All right. And it can be used with MetaMask on the ZETAHUB. So I'm interested in this. This is very, I find, amazing. All right. Anyway. You do whatever makes you happy. I find this absolutely amazing. BOBA, ABT. The price is one thing. The tech is another. Finding the balance between the two at the right time is the key. BOBA, baby, BOBA. I like this flag BOBA's in on the 2-day chart. Golden cross, oversold. Bit of a semi cup and handy, right? Has an Adam and Eve double bottom in a way that's swayed. No, it's not wearing suede. It's swayed to the side. What? Something I said? So look, it could get all the way up here. And then even we have resistance. Yeah, right there, that resistance. And then those bars out, right? There's GTAI. That's hot. That coin's hot. We like that coin here. It's like shopping with AI. 2-day chart looks interesting. 22-hour wants a bounce. So if Bitcoin gets a bounce, everything, if that 22-hour rips the way it's supposed to, this BOBA coin's going to absolutely explode. It's set up pretty nicely on the daily and the bigger time frames. It's above its 200 SMA. You look for this to keep coming. Split price between its stop loss with the 200. I like what I'm seeing for this. It could lose this level and come down lower. That's why we keep the stop a second lower than that. And you could still get wicked out. It's high risk, high reward. But BOBA's definitely on my radar. It looks hot. Whoever you are out there, you're on point. BOBA. Chat is always right. Please take a look at CGPT nearing the all-time high. Would like to see your take on it. Well, you guys saw me buy it on the live stream a long time ago, right? And again, I becoming the DeFi dude. Like, I put this out to the trading group, and look at that thing. Bang. Pumping hard. CGPT. About to get back to that all-time high, all right? If we go to CGPT here, you can also stake CGPT. And then get access to IDOs and launchpads and stuff, right? Which Jamie pointed out to me. So I went over and did I stake it? Let me see here. I got to switch back to the BNB chain. You got stakes everywhere. Oh, no, you can do ETH here. Yeah, it's on Ethereum, right? No, I thought it was on BNB. Yeah, you have to switch to BNB. There we go. And look, I'm going to stake. I can't stand when you can't just hit the max button. Why won't they let me do that? Oh, maybe I can type. Usually when you type a number in. So I got 5303. Do I need, yeah. You always have to pay to enable a stake. Don't worry about that max button. That's just, it can only spend the max amount of CGPT inside the stake. That button can scare you because they didn't use it before, and you're like, who's spending what? You know? And I'm going to stake my CGPT. So much cheaper, right? 21 cents. It's like $4 or $5 to do this on Ethereum. BNB is so much better, and you get the same. You can get similar rewards. So the key is not to be greedy. All right. So I can see my stake here now. I'm staking CGPT for CGPT. Okay. 1% compounding, I guess. Not amazing. But there could be some other rewards to acquire. All right. So, like an NFT boost or something like that. This goes till March 22nd. You can see that. So I'm in there till 2024, March 22nd. I just revenge traded Bitcoin. Well, did you win? Usually not, right? Let's take a look at ABT. And look at ChangeGPT getting a blast to the upside. Unbelievable. CGPT. And, you know, I have my CGPT. Super happy I do. Bang. And I was just watching this flag here with an alert. Came back up, and then this thing just mooned. And it looked like it could moon too. Target for it is about 25 cents. I remember I first found out about it when it first hit the exchange somewhere here. And I bought it at 9 cents. Remember, that's when I first bought it, right here, when it first hit the exchange. Then I was down, then I was up, now I'm up again. It's just crazy. I don't really buy the lows, though, which kind of pisses me off. But what are you going to do? Nothing pisses me off. Life is too short to be pissed off, man. Let's take a look at ABT. Make sure I get all the super chats done. I don't want to leave anybody hanging here on Gate.io, ArcBlock. Wow, that was fun, huh? That's crazy. 32 cents to $1, like really fast. And I don't have Gate.io, but wow. Now it's likely to come back down to its 21-day moving average. That's just what price does. All right. Let's take a look at our DXY. DXY finally getting a nasty breakdown. That's very important. Love to see the 4-hour break to the downside. We did not want to see that continue to pump. If the DXY continued to pump, we were going to be in some trouble there. We hit the resistance now. This is a good sign for the DXY. Now we can break down on that 4-hour time frame, come all the way back, and you see the DXY dumping. That's good for BTC in the long run. That's good for altcoins. That could keep us above $43,000. That's what I'm seeing. I like that. I like that. All right. What an amazing live today. Always the best lives. You know, today was really good. There was something about the live that just felt awesome. You know, we got live trading. I talked about how to stake, how to make gains and airdrops. We covered a lot. We really did. And I'm going to continue to provide awesome data and information for you every single day. Follow me on Twitter. I'm up all night doing stuff all the time. RIP to Toby Keith. Dear Lord, we don't know why you take the people we love, but have us never lose faith in you and have us continue to keep the devil out of our lives no matter what. May death never be a reason to turn away from God. May it be a reason to turn closer to God and find our strength and our faith. Amen. That's what I did. You know, that's the only thing I can say. All right. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be scanning the markets, looking for all sorts of fun and in the sun and all sorts of awesome stuff, man. We'll be looking around and seeing what the play of the day is. I'll be posting token metrics too as well. I'll be back at 1 for the live stream with BOOKMAP. Let me get that up and running for you guys. So every single Tuesday from 1 to 2 o'clock, I go live on the actual BOOKMAP live on their channel, not on my channel, on their channel. And here, right there is the link. If you want to jump on in, that's the link. If you want to join my trading group, hit the link right here to CryptoLifer.com. You would have access to the update that I gave this morning, which gave you a beautiful trade right off the beginning of the day, right? And so, bang, 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 join today, unlock your financial freedom, and then you'll get opted in here to join my newsletter. All you have to do is put in your email address. It's going to be awesome. All right. I greatly appreciate that. Shout out to everyone here. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you on the next live stream. Have a great day. Thank you so much for everything. I hope I covered everything. If I missed anything, I greatly apologize, but I'm pretty sure we got pretty much most of it taken care of. Shout out to everybody here that gave fan funding. We appreciate you and we love you. Crypto Maniac, thank you for putting Art Block. Crypto Bob, Richard Shelton, Binance is delisting. Wow, that's crazy. JD, RC Moore, Live, Laugh, and Love, and everybody out here on the live that gave. We really, really appreciate you guys. I'm going to like every single one of your super chats. So it says that life or liked your chat, right? Boom, boom. Everyone, you are awesome. You are amazing. We did hit 1,000 likes. It's a milestone for the channel. $88 in chat revenue. And I'll see you tomorrow May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your time. Back tomorrow. Stay positive. You are the opportunity in your life. There's nothing else but you. If you believe you are opportunity, then you are. You can, you will. You are the best. Don't stop, baby. Just spread positivity and love throughout the world. That's what the Lifers are about. I'm honored to be with you all. Have a great day.